Take two. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the backyard. It's Monday morning, less than 24 hours since I did a live test in the backyard using Starlink. Yes, right now I'm using the Starlink dish. I'll show it to you in a second. We're good now, huh? Okay, good. Thank you. I wasn't kidding. Once I get rolling on something, I just keep going mentally. And as I discussed, if you happen to see the testing video yesterday, the Mother's Day video, once I get rolling on something, I just want to keep perfecting. And that's just how I operate. It's just like geology papers or something else. Once I get going, I kind of enjoy just getting deeper and deeper into it. So let's try to find you on the iPad here. And I'll say hi to a few of you this morning, and then I don't know how long this one's going to last. Okay, so where are you viewing from? Can I say hi? We'll just make sure that we're doing okay. I don't know if I need to be this tight necessarily. Let me come back here a bit, and we'll do tracking. How about that? Yeah, it's Monday morning. It's a school morning for everybody. I suppose the neighbor kids are about to come out of the house and walk to school. It's idyllic stuff, and the weather's ideal. It's cooler this morning, and the California quail are playing in the tree right behind you. Maybe I'll be bold and try to get you connected to them. I'm sorry. Yes, where are you viewing from? The Netherlands. That's Sipe. Basingstoke, UK. Bijou, where are you? Bijou? Okay. Well, we are in full nostalgia mode. It's not like we're going to be in the backyard for a bunch of time, but yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, do you see those quail? Now you let them be. They live here too. Oh, they're getting ready for their chicks and everything. Okay, so you don't have to be into all that. But yeah, let's we'll do tracking camera on the cat. Hey, yeah, what do you think? What if we come over here? Do you want to look in that camera? This is just the old days. Bunch of these. Listen, if somebody's new to the channel and they're like, what is going on? This guy's with a cat in the backyard? That's right. Okay, Bijou the cat, be free. Okay, I promised I was going to say hi to some of you. I got distracted. Sorry. Port Wing, Wisconsin, St. Louis, Missouri. Lawn Dog says, we need the cozy fort. Oh, I don't know. We can get the band back together. I don't know. Yeah, the tracking works pretty well. I agree. Oh, Bijou's now checking out the sawhorses. Listen, I'm excited. I'm excited because it appears that we're working well again. Hello, Kathy and Bob in Woodinville, Washington, Ogden, Utah, Marion, Virginia, Salem, Oregon. Rob says from his own Starlink. Yeah, Rob, I saw some of your comments last night about ads and other things. And I do want to talk about that. Kathy from Brisbane, Australia. Have a good one. I got your email, Kathy. Thank you. There's Don in Los Angeles, Pamela, Garrett, the Dutch Night Owl from the Netherlands. Hello, Garrett. Yeah, so I'll try not to refer too much to the live stream test from yesterday, but that was at a different spot. So that was, it's been warm here. We have a hot stretch here in the Pacific Northwest. So I was all crammed into the corner there by where the orange chair is. And now I'm in the shade, as you can see, I think. And I want to get this off my brain. So what do I want to say? Well, we're loud and clear, first of all. That's good. We're 5x5. And I think the best news of this morning is that it took me a total of 10 minutes to set this up. Like I had the sawhorses, the cooler, which are on the sawhorses, the laptop, the power supply, which I'm now using. So I'm not using power from the house. I don't know, can I show you the power? I think I can without hurting anything. This episode of Nick from the Backyard brought to you by Vivor. Shout out to Mike in Seattle, who said, I'm going back and forth by email with Mike in February and March. And I'm like, Mike, you'll have to watch the last testing video to know the backstory on Mike. But I'm like, Mike, I don't know any of this stuff. Like, how am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to get power if I'm out in the middle of nowhere? He said, okay, I've done a bunch of research. I think this is the supply that you want, the power supply that you want. You can charge it up and it'll work. It's a portable power station, 300 watts. The AC output is 110 volts, 60 hertz, 300 watts. I have no idea what I'm talking about. So that's new compared to last night, yesterday afternoon's testing video. What else is new? Nothing. I guess that's the point. I'm using the same tripod, the same camera, the same tracking thing. The wireless on this is going directly to this Starlink thing. The laptop is not using, can I come down? You can see the laptop. So the laptop here is not using wireless. I have an Ethernet cable going right into the Starlink thing. Thanks to somebody else, I can't remember, who said you can buy an Ethernet adapter. Again, I don't even know what I'm talking about with most of this stuff. But I guess my main message is I'm heading to Reno either this afternoon or tomorrow morning very early, and I think I'm just going to throw this stuff in the car. Why not? Let's go. You're still right here. Okay. So I don't have to be that close to you, do I? Yeah, so I did watch the video. I watched the replay and I read all of your comments from yesterday. So I guess the first thing is I'm curious if video and sound quality is any different than what we had before. Before meaning yesterday. You want to come back on camera again? You really do? People that don't like cats are going to be disappointed. Uh-oh. People that love cats are going to be really into this. Oh, come on. It's okay. So the quality, I did notice in replay, it's Starlink. I'm first time I'm using Starlink. Yeah, there's occasional blips, buffering, freezing. That's mom. Mom's just closing the windows. That's okay. It's all right. I was unhappy with the quality of talking about yesterday now. Let's get off of my belly here, please. Oh, I need to get up face to turn on tracking. Right. There was major contrast yesterday. I was standing in the sun and then there was major shadow in front of me. So the sun's behind a cloud right now. Oh, why not? Why not? This is fun. I'm having a good time. I'm just looking at I'm going to get to the ad thing in just a second. I'm just looking at the iPad now as you're enjoying the morning sun in Ellensburg, Washington. Rapid Rick, this is great. I agree. This is fun. I didn't, come on, man. When I was doing this 3 years ago, I didn't have this ability. Oh, here's the, oh, I see. Yeah. Preschoolers are next door. Yeah. So, Okay. Apparently I'm still nostalgic. I was standing right here and I had the iPhone up here, down on me, on St. Patrick's Day of 2020. First time I ever live stream. At the beginning of the lockdown, I said, well, this will be a good spot. I want the camera up above me looking down. I don't want to be looking down into the camera. And I didn't know anything about distance from the house or router or cell coverage or anything. And that's the one where I flipped off Mouthful of Boy halfway through and my mom got all mad at me for good reason. And she said, kids are watching. You got it. What are you doing? Don't be such a, yeah. So I'm when I get excited like this, I get distracted by a bunch of stuff. Sorry, I don't even remember what I was talking about. Yeah, I guess it was just the idea that I'm in control of the camera now. And if I'm testing, and I guess I am, if I go wide like this, if this is the camera that I'm going to use out in the field, yeah, I can talk into the camera, but then hey, I say, well, hey, let me show you. We're going to pretend we're in the field right now. We still working, by the way? Let me just pause for a sec. We 5x5. Oh, those quail are right. I'm going to show you the quail. Thank you, Garrett. Yeah. So if I want to show you the quail up in the tree, why can't I just do that? Can I? I don't know if I can go 360 with this camera. You need a paint job. I know. Like this is not going to be a birding live stream, but like I can see her right there. I can't capture her. Can you see her? Can you see the partridge in the pear tree? Hey, you're being live streamed right now, Clucky. I don't have a pointer. Okay. Rob sees cones. Not a boy, Rob. All right. Well, anyway, I'm playing with the options. I don't think can I keep going? I can't go 360, can I? Isn't there a Oh, there. Can you hear that? That is classic California quail. The birds need to move. Yeah. Okay, that's the extent. So I can go. All right. So how far can I truly go 360? So we're at the roof of the. Just practicing now. This is a testing video. You really need a new coat of paint on that fence. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Not the most smooth way to rotate, but I don't know how else to do it. On my end, I'm happy with the camera adjusting to the changing lighting conditions. That's just me. Oh, that's the end of the line there. Yeah, so it's like 270, I guess. I can go 270. So I'll have to remember how to set the tripod up properly. But here's Menashtash Ridge on a Monday morning, I guess. How well does it deal with that ridge in the distance? I need to move hang on, Patrick. I need to move the tripod. This is like Brent Musburger. You're looking live at the Kingdom in Detroit, Michigan. Yeah. Thank you, Pamela. That's a pretty. So yes, I am using the trackpad on my laptop to move the camera using Insta360 Link controller. Frank says it looks like a ridge. As a matter of fact, it is, Frank. Just testing out how I can, if I'm at an interest, let's say I'm in Moses Coulee, and I'm just playing with some ideas on how I can use this live. Okay. So that's good. Okay. So I guess I'm asking you, but I'll probably just kind of decide on my own at the same time, whatever. Like, is the video, I think as I watched the replay, I was in 1080. Oh, that's a question. So am I broadcasting right now in 1080? Or am I in 720? And you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I understand, but some of you do. If you go down to the gear icon and you play with the resolution, I think the replay at least was in 1080. 1080, Garrett? Bunch are receiving 1080. Thank you, Oscar. And Rob says it looks great. Yeah, I think with the lighting right now, again, we're kind of behind a cloud at the moment. It's muggy for Ellensburg. And you're like, well, this is a desert normally, but it is muggy right now. That doesn't matter though, boy. Keep focused. And if I come in pretty close, I don't know, how's that video look to you? That's pretty good, isn't it? It looks good to me. The colors, I'm not a photographer. We have Rob and others who are very good with that sort of thing. But if you just joined us, this is a testing video, and I am using the Starlink system completely right now. I know I'm in my backyard, but I'm not using Verizon cell coverage. I'm not using Charter wireless in the house. I'm using this Starlink dish, which I guess is hidden behind the tree, but maybe I can try to show it to you. It's not that big, and it is portable. I'm paying more than $100 a month to have this portable Starlink dish, and I guess that'll be the next test. If I try this in Oregon tonight or tomorrow morning or whenever, I don't know. I'll be truly interested to see if I can make that. Yeah, and the sound is okay too, right? So this is not. Watching the replay of the test yesterday, I was starting to wonder, like, I don't know, is just the video and audio quality going to be subpar using Starlink versus what I had at school? But then I'm thinking, well, at school, it's all fluorescent lighting. Nothing's natural light, and it's impossible to have it look really good indoors, in my experience. And so, yeah, you can hear the birds, Kyle. You can hear the that's the California quail. Still want to show you one of those quail, but all right. And Pamela, would love to see the cozy fort with this setup. William says not as good as school. Okay. Yeah, I suppose I can compare the speed test and all that. I don't really care, I guess. I think if this is satisfying to me, if the quality of this is satisfying to me with the trade-off that I'm out in a remote spot, doesn't have to be remote, but I'm out in the field and I can have something that is of decent quality, then I'm excited. And if after a few more tests, I decide that this is just not that good, like the quality is just not that good, then I'm not as excited and I'll probably move on to something else. But from what I can see on my end, 1080 video and audio, and it looks like our hardwired will always be better, but you're right. I love that comment, John. Hardwired will always be better, but high quality in the field is exciting. Perfectly said. Thank you. That's what I'm driving at. Okay. Okay, the only other thing I want to say, I guess, I'm almost tempted to move the Starlink dish so you can see it. I didn't think about picking a camera spot. Let me try to show it to you. Tracking is off. Oh, wait. Yeah, there it is. So some of you are Starlink people, and I'm just started with it. But that was another breakthrough. That was another breakthrough for me. Here it is here. There's Bijou. Backyard, the few times that I tried it, northern sky available from the backyard. So I thought, well, I guess I'm just gonna really have to, this is me talking, this is part of my delay, why I didn't get this till mid-May. Like in April, I'd maybe have a spare afternoon. I'm like, well, I can test out the Starlink here in the backyard. And then I'd set the whole thing up and I realized I was blocked by a neighbor's whatever. So I'd almost given up on the proper amount of, I guess it's mostly the northern the sky, I guess, that needs to be clear. And that's another reason that I was excited yesterday, is that I finally found a spot in the backyard over there by Bijou where there is enough clearance and not a bunch of obstruction. And it just allows me to just try this and still be at home, basically. Boy, you are really social this morning. You had your breakfast. I'm not going to hold you up again, I don't think. Okay. I didn't even want a cat. I didn't even want a cat. When all of our kids were here, living here, they're begging for a cat. I'm like, no, there's too much chaos here. I don't want any cats. That's just one more thing I'm going to have to deal with. Well, now I just love this little guy. All right. My last major thing that I want to do with you, and then maybe I'll see a stray comment or two. Ads. I'm mainly just following up with you. Important message. Tracking, heartfelt, eye contact, and begin. My goal is not to have ads on any of my programs. It sounds like I'm repeating myself from yesterday, and I went into the ad business yesterday quite a bit. I'll give you a Reader's Digest version if you didn't see yesterday. I never have monetization turned on. I like it nice and clean and pure and simple. And if my employer ever is bothered by the fact that I'm doing all this YouTube stuff, I can say, look, the monetization's turned off. I'm not making any money. I'm just doing this on my own time. And yet, after reading a bunch of your comments last night after yesterday's video, where I'm literally talking about ads and whether people see ads or not, I think a bunch of you said, no, there's never been ads on your videos until yesterday. And if that's true, I don't understand. What has changed? First of all, is it new? Is yesterday I'll try to ask you right now. Even if you participated yesterday, I'm not going to do all that again. So if you have ad blocker or YouTube premium, you never see ads. Good job. Same with me. We don't pay for premium, but we have ad blocker. It's free. My kids set it up for me, and I'm grateful I don't have to see any ads on my laptops when I watch YouTube videos. But those that don't have a blocking mechanism of some sort, many of you reported yesterday that you are accustomed to having to deal with ads and skip an ad after 5 seconds and all that sort of thing with many other videos, but never with mine. That's what many of you were saying. And yet I think I'm officially bothered, and possibly even agitated that many of you yesterday were saying, not just a couple, a bunch of people in the comments below and also during the live chat, I think, said you've never had, talking to me, you've never had any ads on your videos except for yesterday. And some were watching the replay of yesterday's live stream test, and they said they had like every 5 minutes or every 3 minutes there was another ad that popped up. Well, that's not me. Now, I don't think it's me. I don't even know how to check it, but possibly yesterday I was so excited I forgot to turn the monetization off, possibly. But before I started this thing, I definitely turned the monetization off. So if you're watching this, I'm going to keep this one up too. If you're watching this right now in replay, can you leave a comment down below and tell me if you're getting ads? Because with this one, Monday morning live stream test using Starlink at 8:55 a.m. Pacific time, Monday, May 15th, 2023, if I've got no control over ads and ads are popping up on my stuff from this day forward, I'm going to have to figure out how to do something about that. And I don't even really know what I could do. I don't know what my options are. This is all I know so far. Possibly YouTube has changed their approach and they're starting to slap ads on everything, regardless if it's educational or not, regardless if it's monetization on or not. And maybe that's a new thing as of the last few weeks. I don't know. Just sharing my thoughts on this. I typically don't, I love not having to think about all this, but if the ads are getting in the way with a bunch of you, it bothers me. And I want to try to see if I can learn about how this works and deal with it. You know, I don't like to talk about money stuff. I like to keep it out of the discussion and out of my brain as much as possible. That's just my approach to life generally. But it's going to continue to bug me if I know that I'm making videos live or recorded or whatever this summer, and it's going to bug me that a bunch of you are dealing with a bunch of ads. So did YouTube change something very, very recently? My other thought is I've posted 3 videos in the last month. Glacial Lake, Missoula, which is an old video that I did with Tom Foster, and I just decided, well, Tom's not here anymore. I want to just make sure people can enjoy his work. So I found that old file of the Glacial Lake, Missoula video. I put it on the YouTube channel maybe 3 weeks ago. There's more than 200,000 views of that thing, I think, as of today. I took another old Tom Foster video, huge floods in the Pacific Northwest. Same thing, very popular, more than 150,000 views or something. There's a reason I'm telling you this. And why are you so, are you okay? Okay. I did a rattlesnake video with Adrian Slade, and we actually saw rattlesnakes. And that one is more than 200,000 views. Oh, and there's a 4th one, those downtown lectures that I recorded and put on my channel. How did the Rocky Mountains form? That one is 250,000 views or something. So I'm starting to wonder if I've posted 4 videos in the last 6 weeks, and they're all the way most popular stuff that I've done to this point. Again, monetization turned off on all those things. Has that somehow changed my channel to the part where I just can't keep everything free and ad free? I'll enjoy listening to your, Andy says, I'm supposed to pet you. I'm supposed to pet you. I'm supposed to pet you. Andy's worried about you. I'm supposed to pet you. So I don't know. I don't want to make money off of these. That's just my decision. Maybe after I retire from the university and I need a little extra cash in retirement, maybe I'll start figuring out a tasteful way to create a little revenue. But for now, I'm not interested in that. And, you know, I'm not going to make 7 more videos where I'm talking about money. That's definitely not what I want to do. But on the other hand, you hear what I'm saying, I think. If I hear from a bunch of you on this one as well, that these ads just are interrupting. It's not just at the beginning, at the end, apparently. It's like every 10 minutes or every 5 minutes, there's another ad for, you know, God knows what. That pisses me off. And forget the part that the revenue from that is not going to me. I don't care about that, but I care about the experience. This whole thing, this whole thing, from my point of view, is supposed to feel different. I'll say it, and then we'll quit. I take a lot of pride in the fact that I'm doing things differently than everybody else. I just like that. Maybe you've already decided that if you're a regular viewer, maybe you've already figured that out, but that really excites me, that I'm not mimicking anybody. I'm doing everything in a completely original way. And I'll say it, I'm proud of the stuff that I've been doing with you. I'm proud of it. And if I get tired of one format, I just change to something else. And if I have 7 different formats going at the same time, sounds good. And I learn new technology, I learn new video stuff, I learn new geology, and I interview people and all that. It's all super rewarding. Without it being monetarily, it's all rewarding to me. Maybe that's the best way I can say what I'm trying to say right now. That everything I'm doing here feels great academically, socially. It gives me a sense of purpose. But part of that is that it's ad-free and that there's no money and we're just here together for the pure love of being here together. There's no ulterior motives. There's no additional motives. I've said it in different forms, but I'm saying it right now because this ad thing, on the other hand, where I'm interrupted immediately for half of you, let's say, half of you are in the middle of some heartfelt comment about whatever, like right now perhaps, and then something comes up with some super loud voice talking about buying a recliner at the local Lazy Boy store, and then it's back to the program. I mean, that needs to stop if it's happening. And if you're like, sorry, that's just the way YouTube is right now, and that's the way YouTube will be from this point forward, well, then I guess I need to figure out something else. Because I'm almost sure, well, okay, last question. I will look at your comments. If you have watched most of my videos in the last 3 years on this channel, not CW's channel, this channel, how confident are you that you were ad-free until this month? That's my question. How confident are you that you were totally ad-free before May of 2023? And if you're confident that you never had to deal with ads, but you normally see ads in other places on YouTube, then are you really seeing a change here in this month of May? That's what I think what I'm most interested in. I tried my best to explain why I'm so obsessed with this at this moment. 100% confident. You guys are 100% confident. And you're going to have words now to back me up and say no ads before May 2023. Thank you. Thank you. I'm confident too. But again, I have ad blocker on, and I don't normally watch on an iPad, which I don't think I have ad blocker on the iPad. I think that's what I learned from some of your comments. It depends on the device. Like I have ad blocker on my laptops where I typically watch YouTube videos. I never see an ad. But occasionally I'll watch a video on an iPad and I have an ad, or rarely I'll watch something on the television, YouTube TV, and there's an ad. So if you have no ad blocker, you've seen my stuff before May of 2023, you never had an ad, I'd be interested to hear that, number one. And then the final twist is, are you really now seeing ads in May of 2023? And if that's true, then I gotta figure out how to change that. Okay, a couple questions before I sign off. I got to get up to school, meeting with some students and trying to decide when I can get out of here. But I'm bringing the. I think it's official. I'm bringing this stuff. I'm bringing the sawhorse. The sawhorses can get in the back of the car. The power station, the ice chest, the laptop, iPod collapsed down, the camera, the dish. That's it. In Seattle, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to try this on the road and see if I have problems there. Brandon says I'm 0 by 5. We have buffering right now, apparently. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I can see the video quality is going to hell. Getting choppy. It's bad right now. Clearing up now. Yeah. So I think I heard, yeah. So I think some of you yesterday in the comments said, well, you know, Starlink is good, but you're going to have one comment in particular, I remember somebody said Starlink is good, 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 bad, good, 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 bad, good, 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 bad. As far as the quality, I think we just went through one of those. No, I didn't change anything. I didn't kick a cord. I didn't do anything. I did, however, just when somebody said recharge the battery, I am curious. I've been going, how long have I been going here? 40 minutes. And this is the power supply that I have. I started at 100% and I'm down to 56% of the battery or whatever. There's a number 2. What does that say? 2 hours. 84 watt, 89 watts. So 56% of my battery is left. So I can maybe go, okay, that's interesting too. So if you're gifted in such matters, I think Mike's my buddy now. So Mike told me to buy that. I think I can go 80 minutes. Maybe I can do a live stream for 80 minutes and have enough power to supply the dish and my laptop and my camera. Those are the only 3 things that are plugged in to the power. Yeah. All right, can't remember where I was, but I wanted to test oh yeah, we went through a Starlink blorp. I guess that's what we did, right? I mean, gone are the days where I'm worried about my neighbors using wireless at this hour or whatever. Remember all that? Oh my God, I was so frustrated half of the time when I was doing this 3 years ago. Or we'd be in the middle of a rather hard geology session, and then I could just see the phone crash. Not physically crash, but like turn off. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm optimistic that we'll be different here. Okay, couple final hellos to people, and then we'll sign off on this beautiful Monday morning here in Ellensburg, Washington, USA. Where are you viewing from? We'll do just a little bit of that, and then we'll sign off. Delay in the comments. Lots of tech stuff here. Edmonds, Washington, Purcell, Oklahoma, Boise, Idaho, Calgary, Alberta, Yakima, Washington, Indiana, Kirkland, Petaluma, California, Pahrump, Nevada, Ephrata, Washington, Dayton, Ohio, Reston, Virginia, Colorado, Arkansas River Valley in Colorado, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Fabian, Alberta, Sunnyside, Washington, down to live, the Netherlands, Las Vegas, Nevada, Portland, Oregon, Lethbridge, Alberta, Roanoke, Virginia, Missoula, Arnhem, the Netherlands, Keyser, Oregon, North Bend, Washington, Spokane, Washington, Union Gap, Washington, Grants Pass, Oregon, South Korea. Geneva's in South Korea today instead of his usual Cologne, Germany. Thank you. Stevensville, Montana. Do you know Shane and Mary Arnott? Say hi to them if you see them. They're old friends of mine. Ours. The Villages, Florida. Houston, Texas. Fort Worth, Texas. Cooley City. Portland, Oregon. Northwest Arkansas. Finland. Carlton, Oregon. Prosser, Washington. Marion, Virginia. Lakewood, California. Bergen, Norway. Regensburg, Germany. Benton, Louisiana. Skokomish Reservation, Roanoke, Virginia, Port Orford, Oregon, Anchorage, Alaska, Purdue, and so on. Saudi Arabia, hello. Happy Monday to you. Okay, thanks everybody. I'm excited and looking forward to live programs from the field using the Starlink dish. I'm officially locked in now, so I think it's safe to say that in the coming weeks, there'll be more of this. Thank you. Thank you. I love you, and goodbye from Ellensburg, Washington, USA. Have a good week.